Right, well, I've just left the lovely town of Czech, and it's right at the end, just by the Czech border, and I'm just going south, but my telephone thing says make a U-turn, so I'm going to have to probably make a U-turn in a minute when I can find a space big enough. But this is a recently modernised road, which apparently goes to the Czech Republic. It doesn't think that I should be going down this way, it thinks I should be returning. But for the sake of interest, it might be just interesting to see what the Czech-Polish border looks like these days on such a laid-back or unfrequented area. Remember that there were times gone by when, oh look, this is the Czech Republic. As you see, Okres Zapawy, the lovely road in Poland that is beautiful, and here's just a dirt track going forward into the Czech Republic. Looks like they don't necessarily want people going into Kraj Moravsko-Slezski, Okres Zapawy. So I think it's I'm bang on the state border. There's a bunch of posts going off in that direction. If anybody wants, I think there's a ditch showing the state border going in that direction. So I'm bang on it. I'm halfway. I mean, like half of me is currently, if I go here, it's like half my body is now in the Czech Republic and half my body is now in Poland. There you can see the Czech Republic sign is there. The Polish one you can see in the mirror. So I'm banging no man's land, half and half. There's a little red post with a cross on it there. So I'm now in like nowhere. I'm actually physically between the Czech Republic and Poland, and there's not a single soul in sight. Nobody to check the boundary. Nobody to check. No police. No camera. No any. Well, there might be a camera. There is a camera. I'm holding it. But other than that, this is like I don't even know what country I'm really in. Yeah, and nobody knows what country I'm in. I'm kind of like in limbo between the Czech Republic and Poland, and nobody's even looking at me. But there is a car coming from behind, so I better stop this and get out of his way before we crash into one another or something silly. Well, I've just left the car just out of interest, just to show that it's possible. I mean, obviously it's been possible for a long time to walk between the Czech Republic and Poland on foot. But just to show you exactly where the cut-off is, there's where Poland reckons its road ends. Okay, this lovely road going all the way there down to here, and there after this point there's no more concrete laid down, it's just soil. So presumably that's where, as far as Poland's concerned, it ain't going to build any more on its own budget. Yeah, it's gone this far and no further, and now I'm on the soil with Havarijny stav vozovky and silnice se v zimie neudržuje. So now, and here, mimo vozidel SSMSK a zemědělské techniky. So that's showing you that the language here is Czech, and you should be speaking Czech if you're here. I don't know when I speak English. I suppose it's because people can't actually understand that. And then if I go here, you've got Rzeczpospolita Polska, granica państwa. So for what that's worth these days, this is the country, the national boundary. There's no hut or anything at all on that side. This is the reality of Schengen, okay? So this is the previous passport hut. So we can play it being passport people and go over here. There's the passport person's hut, now disused. It's used as a repository of bottles and crates of, used bottles and Tetra Paks and different things like Varka beer, which is Polish. There's mleko over there, which is presumably milk, but not in Czech anyway. It's in Slovak, I think. The word for milk is mleko. It's mleko in Czech with a long e. And that's presumably Slovak. So you've got Slovak rubbish here, you've got Czech rubbish, Zamecka Cisze there, and then you've got Polish rubbish also. It's a kind of depository of three nations rubbish there. Here is, I'm sure it's not booby trapped or anything, here is the old place that somebody would have stood here, and there'd have been this glass would have been in the windows at the times gone by, the glass which is now on the floor. And here's the window where the guy would have stood and said, "Passports, please." But now it's just graffiti on the walls and laid waste. Maybe people come in here with their friends and do rude things in here. I don't know. I don't want to examine it too closely. But in any event, it's complete, disuse of a building that presumably was used before to check people's passports and actually make a state function. So there we are. Interesting, isn't it? So the way things change. And from horizon to horizon, not an awful lot of stuff going on. Interesting marbling effect on the snow there as it melts after quite a long winter. When I say after, winter's not over yet, but it's about 8 degrees. I've still got my winter coat on, this beard, but the sun is high. I've got to have my eyes half closed because of the glare of the sun, and it's quite warm. So there you go. There's border country.
Oi, 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 oi.